Thanks, Robert, for sitting down with me today.
Appreciate it.
So in your talk at Driven that you just gave, you were talking about how NCH has actually freed people of their mundane jobs through automation. Can you give me a little synopsis about that?
Well, about a year and a half ago, we started looking at how could we do things a little smarter, a little better. Our CIO had started an innovation initiative, and at the time, RPA was the really hot topic. So we looked at how could we do things a little smarter, and at that point in time, we started looking at all the RPA vendors, and we ultimately chose Automation Anywhere. We thought they fit us better. And as we started to go through it, well, there was a lot of buzz and interest, and we started doing some presentations to generate some more interest by departments and divisions. And ultimately we said, okay, we're getting way too many use cases. And so we said, we'll take this down to our IT and we'll start there. And we spent about 3 to 6 months trying to understand the software and get a little bit smarter about how that works. Well, we weren't moving fast enough. And eventually, the board started going, okay, well, you're going to have to do something a little better than this. And about that time, we ran into a situation in Italy where we had to get a lot of information from 4,000 customers in a 2-month time frame. At the time, they were going to do it manually by hand, and it was going to take somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 or 4 months. So they were never going to meet their deadline to get this invoicing. So we actually had one of our developers at the time write a bot in about a couple of hours, and it actually shortened that process to about a 2-day, 3 days of getting the information out. And then as soon as we got the information back in, we started reading that information. So we had our first real success in getting a bot to do work that people were going to do and saving a lot of time. Not soon after that, we had we were starting to get a process in our AR department where we were trying to do credit releases, and it was taking a person about a half a day to go through the entire process, and that was just the first half of it. The second half of it was they had to get approvals from managers. So we built a bot, and it basically cut that time to about 15 minutes a day. And so from that standpoint, they were able to free that person's time up and actually focus them on collections and more cognitive type tasks.
So from half a day to 15 minutes.
To 15 minutes.
That's incredible.
And then we took a second phase of that, which was always going to take a long time getting the approvals, and we shortened that process down. Probably a little bit longer than that, but not much longer.
So when you talk to other people about getting started with RPA or getting started with automation in general, what do you suggest to them? How do you suggest they approach it? How do you suggest they get to your success level?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, one of the things I think we didn't do really smart in our first time was we didn't involve a partner up front. We thought, we can do this all by ourselves. We saw it at Automation Anywhere's Imagine, and we had come here at Driven and we thought, well, we can do it all, right? Well, we weren't quite as smart as we thought we were. So engaging a partner like BP3 was really productive for us. We actually brought them in a little bit later and had them kind of evaluate, are we doing this the right way? And we actually had them build one of our bots, at least do the front end work of it. So that helped speed up that process, and it kind of gave us a way to look and think differently than what we had done before. So if they're getting started in their RPA journey, the first thing is I would say keep on your journey, because it definitely does help you. You need to find the organization, whether it's UiPath or Automation Anywhere, whichever RPA software is best for you, fits you, make that selection and then partner up with somebody. And then take it in small chunks. You don't have to boil the ocean.
That's good advice for anything, honestly.
Yeah, evidently.
Well, thanks for sitting down.
Oh, you bet.
If you like this video, you can catch Robert's talk from Driven on our channel, and also more talks like this when you subscribe. When you subscribe.